Hey guys, it is Monday at 1:30 and this is Chris and I's first meal of the day. We are having scrambled eggs with sausage and bacon. I'm eating mine on one of these Mission Zero net carb tortillas. Chris did not have tortillas. And then I am also having this Chobani Greek yogurt, the coconut, with a little bit of the ratio keto granola on top and a couple of the dry roasted macadamia nuts. And this is it. This is what we're having for our first meal of the day. Hey guys, it is Monday night and it is 6:40. I am just now starting on making dinner. The first thing I'm going to make is my lemon chicken. If you want to watch my previous video, I will link it here on prep. I just don't trust leaving raw chicken in the fridge very long, so it is going to be the first meal of the meals that I prep that we cooked. And then we are going to have a very small amount of this sausage soup tonight. Probably just little small cups of it just to have a little something on the side. And then I'm going to pan cook these thin steaks. And that is going to be our dinner tonight. So let me get to cooking and I'll show you what it looks like all plated up. Okay guys, it is 7:30 and this is what we are having for dinner. We have a sausage kale soup that is super hearty and warm, and then just this little ribeye steak, real thin cut ribeye. Took like 1 minute to cook it in the pan with some butter and seasoning. And this is the lemon chicken, and I just made a quick little dipping sauce right here to go with it, with some Greek yogurt, some sour cream, some seasoning, some lemon juice, some garlic. Just kind of did that to give something to dip the chicken in. And this is what is for dinner. Okay guys, it is a little after 9 and we are having some dessert. This is some chocolate mousse that I made. I will link a video in how I do it. We had a little bit of these semi-sweet, no sugar added, stevia sweetened chips on top, and then some dry roasted macadamia nuts. Just crush them up. I'll keep the rest of these in the refrigerator to add them to the tops of other desserts. A little bit of Cool Whip, so a little bit of mousse, Cool Whip, macadamia nuts, chocolate chips, and a coffee. And that's going to end our evening. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, January 16th. It's 10 till 1, and Chris and I are having our first meal of the day. He brought me a coffee to the office about an hour ago or so. So we started with coffee this morning and water. He is going to have sausage and bacon. This is some of the meat that I had prepared ahead of time. And then we have our farm fresh eggs. He wants some cheesy eggs with a little bit of sour cream. So that is going to be his lunch. And then I don't want the same thing. I may have a piece of bacon, and then I had made some chicken salad. I think I'm going to have some chicken salad, maybe with some pork skins. And then I saw this on Laura Spath's channel where she took feta and cooked it until it got brown and crispy, and then put an egg in the middle and cooked that. So I think I'm gonna try one of those to go along with my lunch. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, this is Chris's plate. There are 4 eggs, 2 sausage patties, 2 slices of bacon, and 2 slices of this deluxe American cheese, because there is no seed oil in this kind and it melts really, really well. Chris loves it, and I'm gonna put a dollop of sour cream on top. Okay, here is my lunch. I have these pork skins. They're like chili limon or something. I really, really like these. These are good. And honestly, I haven't looked at the ingredients list on them to see how clean they are, so I can't really tell you. These are 2 eggs with feta cheese, and I let the feta cheese kind of brown, and then I added the egg. I saw Laura Spath do it and she did a runny egg. I personally do not like a runny egg, so I just kind of scrambled mine together and put a little bit of seasoning on it, dollop of sour cream on top, 1 slice of bacon, 1 sausage patty, and then some of the chicken salad that I made. And let's flip this bag over and see how horrible it is. Okay, so less than 1 gram of carbs and no sugar, but it has kind of an extensive ingredient list. It's definitely not a 3 ingredient list, but I don't know. They're good. I'm gonna eat them. You know, I'll try and be healthier in the future, but this is a snack on the side to scoop up some chicken salad, so I'm just going to enjoy it. Hey guys, it is a little before 8 o'clock and we are in Florida. We're going to be having our first decent freeze tonight. So we've been out winterizing everything after work today, the coops, the garden, the pump, all that good stuff so that we don't have to deal with anything frozen first thing in the morning. And so we're just now getting around to being able to make some dinner. So these are a couple of items that I had meal prepped over the weekend, so perfect for tonight. This is the keto lasagna, so I'm gonna just take the lid off this. It's in a glass container, so I can just pop that into the oven. And same thing with the meatballs. I needed to bag these anyway. I have another layer under here. I'll just take this top layer, throw it into the convection toaster oven along with the lasagna. And I know we're definitely gonna have that for dinner. I think I may make some acorn squash. I'm kind of wanting something along those lines with dinner. I doubt Chris will have any of it. He'll probably just have this. Maybe I'll slice him up a hard-boiled egg to go with his dinner. I'll ask him what he wants, if he wants anything other than meatballs and keto lasagna. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff going in the oven and clean up the kitchen from lunch today because I still have pans to wash. I made more bacon at lunchtime today, and then our eggs and everything. I didn't have a chance to clean any of that up before having to go back to work. So I'm gonna get this going and do a kitchen cleanup. I'll show you what it looks like when everything is cooked. All right, it is 8:30. I just pulled everything out of the oven, and that is the keto lasagna. Let me flip a little light on here. All cooked up, ready to go. My meatballs, I'm going to have acorn squash with mine. It has butter, a little bit of keto brown sugar, cinnamon, ginger, salt, and I will save this one for another day. And then Chris just has some hard-boiled eggs cut up with his. I don't think I'm gonna do eggs tonight, but I'm gonna give us some meatballs with some sour cream to dip it in and some lasagna, get it all plated up. Okay guys, here is dinner plated up. I know, not the prettiest dinner tonight, but it'll be delicious. Chris, I just scooped a little bit of it out. It was super soupy, so I probably had a little too much of the sauciness in there, but that's okay. Chris loves that. He likes dipping, he likes soupiness on it, so he'll be okay. I just dipped a portion out. I gave him the rest of the bowl. He has meatballs and eggs, and then I have my squash with a smaller portion of the keto lasagna and my meatballs with sour cream. And this is what we're having for dinner. And sorry about the noise. Dobby, my robot vacuum, is doing his thing, and if I pause him, it screws him up. So, all right, we're gonna go have dinner. Okay guys, it is 9:43, so almost 9:45, and we are wrapping up our evening. I have some sugar-free Jell-O with some Cool Whip on top and a cup of coffee with artificial sweetener in it and a little bit of cream and stuff. So this is what we're gonna have. Chris's carb count today, way better than mine. I had the acorn squash, so I'm sure it is much higher, but on the whole, we did pretty good today. We had our 2 meals today, plus our little dessert here, and we're gonna have this and call it a night. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, and it's a little after 1, almost 1:15, and Chris and I are having our first meal of the day. I had made some more bacon yesterday, so I'm gonna warm him some bacon up and some sausage patties. I had made myself some feta eggs yesterday. Chris really liked those, so he wanted to try some, just made a little bit different, and he loved the cheesy eggs. So I'm gonna make him 2 different kinds of eggs and warm up some bacon and some sausage. And I'm still trying to decide what I want. I think I'm gonna have some cottage cheese and blueberries, and these are some blueberries that I had canned, so it's just blueberries with a little bit of lemon in the jars. There's no sugar or anything. So I think I'm gonna have some cottage cheese and blueberries, and then maybe something else with it. I'm just not entirely sure yet. So I'm gonna get his done, and then I'll decide for myself. Okay, I have Chris's ready to go. This is 2 eggs here and 2 eggs here. This one is 2 eggs with feta. The dark brown that you see is the crisped feta, and then I lightly scrambled an egg in it, just enough that the egg is cooked through, and pulled it off. And then this is his cheddar cheese egg, 2 sausage patties, 2 pieces of bacon, and a cup of coffee. Okay guys, this is what I am having. I just have some diet tea here, and I have 3 slices of bacon, some chicken salad that I had previously made, and then I have some cottage cheese with my blueberries. I cannot tell you amounts. I just took a spoonful and put it on my plate and scooped out some blueberries. So if I were to guess, I'm gonna say it's a good like half a cup to 3/4 a cup of cottage cheese, and I don't know, maybe a 1/4 cup to an 1/8 to a 1/4 of blueberries. But like I said, I just took a spoonful and put it on there. And this is what I'm having for lunch. Hey guys, it is 6:30. I just walked in the door from the office. I had put this Mississippi pot roast, you can see that, on at lunchtime today. So that has been cooking away, and I can turn that off and let it start cooling down a little bit. And while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make some of these pork chunks and then figure out one more thing at least to go with dinner. It is so weird for me to be cooking this way. Like, I'm used to having a massive crock pot. I'm used to cooking such huge amounts for the whole family. It's down to just Chris and I. And even though it was just Chris and I was still cooking huge amounts of each thing and then putting stuff up in the freezer, or we'd eat off of it for days and we would get so bored of it. And by doing smaller amounts like this, we're not getting bored and we're having lots of variety. Chris said he has not missed having sides doing this at all right now. So far so good. We're gonna keep on. So this can come down, cool off just a touch, and I'll go ahead and prep the pork bites. I had prepped this previously in my meal plan video. So this is like a panko mixture, but it's made with pork rinds and all kinds of seasoning. These are my pork chunks that I went ahead and cut up. I'll mix up and put an egg wash in this bowl so that I can just toss the pork chunks in there and then mix them into my batter and get them cooking. I ended up just tossing an egg in here with the pork chunks and squishing it all around so that I didn't have to do more than just a quick wipe out on those other dishes, and then just threw everything in here, and I am just mixing it all up really, really well to make sure that it has a coating on everything. Our convection toaster oven is on high. I think I have it on like 425 right now, and it is heating up. And I'm gonna toss these pork chunks on the wire rack and get to cooking. All right, there's my pork chunks all breaded up. They're going into the convection toaster. To go with the pork chunks, I'm making a gorgonzola dipping sauce. It's super simple. You just need heavy whipping cream and gorgonzola cheese. If you want to add anything else to it, you can. Cheese tends to have quite a bit of salt in it, so I doubt that we will need to really add anything to it. Just be careful not to let your heavy whipping cream burn, because you don't want that. It'll be all toasted and gross tasting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mixed up while the pork's cooking. Hey guys, I just pulled everything out. The roast is absolutely just falling apart, cooked perfectly. Chris wanted some green beans tonight, so I just warmed up some green beans. There is the gorgonzola dipping sauce. It has thickened up nicely, and I'll pour those into some little dip containers. Pork chunks are cooked through. And so I'm getting our plates over here set up. That is the sauce from the roast, and then I'll put our gorgonzola dipping sauce in these other containers. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all plated up. Okay, here is dinner all plated up. We have a couple dipping sauces, 2 kinds of meat, and green beans on the side. This looks delicious. Hey guys, it is 1:45, and I am starting on lunch for Chris and I. He again wants to have some bacon and sausage, so I have some of that left here. And then I'm gonna make him some cheesy eggs, some American cheese eggs. And then also I'm gonna make for he and I both, I think I'm gonna do some like feta, cream cheese, ham, eggs, kind of like a, I don't know, more of a Mediterranean type egg. Maybe I'll throw a couple tomatoes in there. And then I know I want some yogurt with some keto granola and some blueberries and a few macadamia nuts tossed in there. So I'm gonna get started on that. And then I also, in the crock pot, I'm gonna put the pork chunks with the orange ginger marinade on it and get that going, so come dinner time, it'll be ready to go. All right, I have Chris's lunch done. This is, I believe it was 3 eggs scrambled with just salt and then a couple of slices of that deluxe American cheese that does not have any seed oil in it, melted over the top. Chris loves good cheesy eggs, a couple slices of bacon, a couple of sausage patties, and this is just like 1 spoonful of cottage cheese with a little bit of my home canned blueberries, which just have blueberries and lemon juice in them. And then this is some of the feta egg blend that had feta cheese, cream cheese, ham, eggs, bacon grease, and a couple of tomatoes sliced up. And then the feta I was using with this tomato basil just to give it a little more flavor. So that is it for his lunch. I'll show you mine. Okay, and here is my lunch. I have a cup of coffee, or a little bit of a cup of coffee left. This is just the full fat plain Greek yogurt, no sugar added, with some of my homemade canned blueberries mixed in and a little bit of artificial sweetener, some of that homemade granola, and then a sprinkle of macadamia nuts on top. This is that feta scramble and a couple slices of bacon, and this is gonna do me until dinner. Hey guys, I ended up not really eating my lemon blueberry yogurt, just wasn't feeling it. Oh, work calls. Okay, trying this again. Ignore ringing phones and crowing chickens. My office is on the back of our property, so I'm technically at work even though I can walk to the house, you know, within 30 seconds. So I am in the office. I just wasn't feeling the yogurt. I ate the eggs, I ate the bacon, and the chickens will end up getting my blueberry yogurt. But I ended up just making another cup of coffee and going and putting some of the chocolate salt. I'm trying that. I had tried it previously and I made the mistake of putting way too much in it and I hated it. It was just too much. But I've seen other videos where people talk about just put a very small amount of the chocolate salt in there, and I can agree. It's pretty good with just a small amount. And then I just have 1 cup of water and 1 cup of electrolyte. This actually has half of an orange element and part of a citrus. I had 2 partial ones, just mixed it together. Actually pretty good, kind of reminds me of Tang. So I am going to just have this, sip on this for the rest of my afternoon until this evening whenever I go make dinner. Hey guys, it is 6:30 and I am working on dinner. I had prepped this meal over the weekend, so I just pulled it out of the fridge and tossed it in the crock pot at lunchtime. These are pork chunks with peppers and onions, and I had poured in some of this sugar-free orange ginger marinade. Not that much, maybe a quarter of the bottle, but the meat and the veggies had a lot of liquid. And then once it was completely cooked, when I came in tonight, I just took some of this Miracle Noodle spaghetti and threw it in. There's 2 servings in the bag, and it has a total of 3 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, no sugar. So it says on the front that it's 1 net carb per serving. So I like this a lot more than Chris does. So I know he won't have as many noodles as I will. I'll definitely have more noodles, but I just have those sitting in the sauce, just kind of absorbing some of that flavor while the rest of the dinner is cooking. I have our plates and stuff set out here. I already chopped up some sweet potatoes. I'm just really craving like some veggies and stuff tonight. So I have some sweet potatoes, some sticky sweet potatoes going in the toaster oven right now. I will link the video in the corner how to make those sticky sweet potatoes, and I do them with either Swerve brown sugar, Splenda brown sugar, something like that. And then I'm gonna warm up some green beans, and Chris has a little mini lasagna. So this is Chris's little mini lasagna. I'm not feeling this tonight, so I made a couple of small ones. So this one's gonna go for him. I'll just pop it in the oven in just a couple minutes when the sweet potatoes are about halfway done. And then this will just heat through and the top will brown up nicely. And then we'll sit down and we'll have dinner. I'm not sure if I'm adding anything else to it tonight. I'm gonna look and see what else we have to see if there's just anything else that strikes my fancy to toss in with dinner tonight. Okay guys, this is Chris's. I doubt he is going to eat all of this, but I was making myself a burger patty, so I went ahead and tossed him a burger patty on. I probably should have left it off, but he'll eat whatever he wants of it. So those are the pork chunks with the pasta in the orange ginger sauce with onions and peppers. There is his little individual lasagna, the keto lasagna with some green beans and a burger patty with some melted cheese on top, a little bit of sugar-free ketchup and mustard for him just to kind of smear around on top. And that is what he's gonna have. He'll eat as much of it as he wants, and then we'll just put the rest in the fridge for later if he wants more later. My sweet potatoes still have not finished cooking, so mine's gonna be just a few more minutes. All right, here is my dinner. I have one burger patty, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this sugar-free steak sauce on top, kind of to have something to dip the pieces in. I have my nice toasted sweet potatoes. I love them dark like this. This is my go-to. Chris does not love sweet potato. I know it is not keto. It is lower carb than most things. I grow them. I love them. So I'm gonna have them with my dinner. Green beans, and then this is that pork with the orange ginger marinade and those noodles. So that is what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Guys, it is almost 2 o'clock on Friday. I'm getting ready to make some lunch for Chris, and then I'm just gonna make a snack. I have to go run errands for work today, so I should have done that like 2 hours ago, but I've just been too busy to go. So I am gonna make him some cheesy eggs and bacon. Neither of us finished our dinners last night. He didn't even touch the that orange ginger pork, and I didn't eat my green beans, and there was something else I didn't eat of, like part of my burger patty I did not have. So tonight is probably gonna be a clean out the fridge night, and just whatever bits and pieces of things that we have not finished, then we'll finish that up tonight. At least that's the game plan. But for now, he just wants a couple pieces of bacon and some eggs and cheese. I'm gonna just actually warm myself up a couple pieces of bacon and grab a couple pieces of cheese and hit the road. Okay, this is Chris's lunch. He has an Element to drink, and this is 4 eggs, 2 slices of cheese, and probably 1.5 pieces of bacon. I just gave him all the little crumbled pieces that were in there. For myself, I have a few pieces of bacon here. One got super, super dark. I don't mind that though. And then I have a couple of cheese sticks, and that's just what I'm taking with me on the road, along with an Element also. Hey guys, it is a little before 6, just a couple minutes before 6. I just came in from the office, and I am starving. The bacon and cheese did not hold me over. I am absolutely starving. I was going to make something new tonight. Chris really, really wanted me to make pizza. But I think I'm holding that off for tomorrow night because we have a lot of leftovers in the fridge that need to be used up. And I just want to knock that out tonight. Chris never touched his ginger orange pork last night, so that just got put back in here. More than enough of that. Green beans, that's the Mississippi pot roast. There's a little bit of lemon chicken, a little bit of sweet potatoes. Those are those pork chunks. There's no more gorgonzola dipping sauce, but there is other things that he could dip it in, ranch, sour cream. This is buffalo chicken like dip that I had made over the weekend, or last weekend, and here we are, it's almost a week. That needs to be used up. I don't like leaving chicken in the fridge for a long, long time. I think I made it last Monday, so that needs to be done, and I still have half of an acorn squash. So more than enough stuff for us to eat tonight, and just to go ahead and knock some of these leftovers out of the fridge before the weekend. Okay guys, this is what I'm having. I already gave Chris his plate. I mean, you saw what was there. So this is the acorn squash. I just scraped it out of the shell. There's a dollop of butter on top, a little bit of like swerve brown sugar and cinnamon and ginger, some buffalo chicken, a few of these pork chunks that were left. Those are some sweet potatoes, and that's what's left of the pot roast. Chris has the rest of that. So this is what I'm having for dinner with a big glass of water. If I'm still hungry, there is of course more buffalo chicken and there are some pork chunks. I didn't put any of that on my plate tonight. This is just what I wanted to go for first. So this is what I'm having at the moment. Hey guys, it's a little after 3 and Chris and I have not eaten anything yet today and I am starving. I've been working out at the gardens and the chicken pens and everything and I'm starving. We're getting ready to have to run to like Home Depot and Harbor Freight and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna make us something really quick. I think I'm just gonna make some egg salad. These are some of the boiled eggs I did last weekend. And I have some bacon here. So I think I'm gonna just make up some egg salad really quick and crisp up some bacon and eat some egg salad with bacon chips. Hey guys, it is almost, oh, Chris is telling me what's going on the fights. We're getting ready to watch UFC 297. Prelims are going on right now. And we love to have snacky appetizer type food whenever we're watching the fight. So we grabbed some of these wings from Publix. Yes, I know they're not the cleanest. I'm sure they're cooked in some sort of cornel vegetable oil, something like that. But they're just the non-breaded fried wings, nothing on them. I don't even know if they put salt on them. So just plain non-breaded wings. I've got some meatballs that I had prepped. I'm gonna toss those in the toaster oven. I had picked this up for Chris. It is smoked pork queso. I think it was 1 carb a serving for that. We've never tried that before. And this is some of the buffalo chicken that I had made previously. So we need to use that up. Chris likes blue cheese and hot sauce for his wings. And I'm gonna make myself some butter garlic dipping sauce. Okay guys, and here is our snack board for the next few hours. We have all of our meatballs, wings. Chris prefers the flats, but there weren't as many flats, so I gave him some of the drumettes to even it out a little bit, but he definitely prefers the flats. I like legs, and then some pickles, some olives, some sour cream, butter garlic dipping sauce, ranch, blue cheese, hot sauce, some buffalo chicken, and then this is like a pork queso. So this is what we're going to snack on while we watch the fights. So this is the aftermath. It's 8:45. We are beyond stuffed. Barely touched the meatballs. They shorted us 2 wings. So I think Chris ate like 10 wings or so and I had 8. We each had just a little bit of the pork queso. Chris had a couple of, I think he had 1 of these and had some pickles and 1 or 2 olives, but we are done. I'm making him a cup of coffee right now and we're just gonna relax for the rest of the evening and enjoy the fights. Hey guys, it is 4:15 on Sunday. Chris and I have not eaten anything as of yet, but we're getting ready to snack on some leftovers from last night. We had coffee earlier. There are meatballs here and some of this smoked pork queso and buffalo chicken. I think I have some egg salad, a couple other things I'm going to pull out, and we're just going to eat something and then get back to the projects we were working on. Hey guys, it is Sunday evening, a little after 7, and I don't think I'm going to have anything to show for dinner tonight. I personally am not hungry at all. Maybe I'll get a cup of coffee or something later, but I'm really not hungry. I asked Chris if he wanted anything and he was just like, maybe I'll get a sausage later tonight. But as of right now, I don't think we're gonna go and do anything for dinner. So I just picked up a grocery order and I am working on getting it all separated. Lots of sausage, steaks, there's pork belly. I'm kind of excited to try that this next week. We've never tried that before. So I have pork belly, I have wings, and I have legs here. Everything else I already have separated and put into the freezer. So this is the last of it that I'm getting put away. So I think I'm probably going to end the video here. Sorry, there is no Sunday night dinner, but we just aren't feeling it. Honestly, I'm more thirsty than anything. So I think I'm just going to get something to drink and keep on with the rest of my night. All right, guys, have a great evening.